What's up, everybody? So this week, since we weren't here last week, we decided that we're going to do a bit of a tour around the strip here in Branson and give you guys a bit of a feel for how things are laid out and how to find things along the way. So let's get started. Alright, everybody, the first place we're starting is right here in front of Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater. This is where you'll find Legends as well as Kurt's Donut, which is the best donut place in ever. So awesome. So if you guys come to Branson, this is kind of where we feel like the start of the main strip is, because it goes from here at this theater and about 6 miles down the road. So I'm not sure how far we're gonna go this week, but we will try our best, and then we're gonna do half one way and then the other half coming back. So we're gonna see how far we can go and see what all we can show y'all. So let's keep this moving. All right, you guys, also here at the Legends Theater, which we were down there, coming over here, this is the Celebrity Car Museum, which we would love to check out at some point. Out front they have the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, there's Lightning McQueen and Mater, there's Jeep and the truck from Jurassic Park, and also right over here is the Mystery Machine. Scoop, you in there? So if you're coming down 76, coming down the way from the American Bandstand Theater, you're gonna come down this way on the left-hand side. There versus Dick Clark's. Then the car museum is right on the other side of that building. Give you guys a little bit of a feel and a bit of bearings where we're going. All right, the next place you'll see coming down the strip is Branson Center Stage Bar and Grill. This is where they have a lot of open mic nights. They have local acts come in and play quite a bit. I've heard the food's really good. So it's a nice little small town, another small place to come and eat, maybe hear some music. So that'd be a good place to come sometime. Next to the side of the road, you're going to see Apple Tree Plaza, which includes a few vacation timeshare places, and the Apple Tree Mall, which is a nice little antique collectible shop where people have their own booths and things like that set up, kind of a flea market style. And there's an Applebee's. Alright, everybody, so the next place you see here on the left-hand side is the God and Country Theater. This is where they have a lot of different tribute acts and kind of some of the smaller shows here in Branson, but still a lot of great music, a lot of great shows, a lot of people that come and just add to your Branson experience. Alright, the next place you'll see here on your left is Outback Steak and Oyster Bar / pub. This is it's not to be mistaken with the chain of restaurants Outback. This is an independent place, but they do have good food here. They have open mic nights, they have local bands play. So if you guys are ever in Branson and you want to check out some good music, maybe some local musicians, come check out any of these smaller restaurants. Just do a quick online check and see who's playing. You may find a new discovery in your music tastes. Alright, little added bonus here. Right next to Outback, you can rent these little, I guess you would call them, what, like go-karts?
I think they're called slingshots.
Slingshot cars?
Yeah.
And you can rent it for, I believe, a day. They have a daily rate on those. And they are street legal. We've seen them driving along the street during the summer. So if y'all are interested in maybe not using your own car and having a little fun transportation, you might want to look into it. Alright, we've walked all this way. We found our first souvenir shop. This is Miss Brenda's Old Time Photo and Sunshine's t-shirt and souvenirs, and also Branson Quilts. You're going to see a lot of souvenir shops here in Branson. I haven't checked out this one yet, but if it's anything like the rest of them in town, they're going to have a lot of really cool items, like usual stuff like t-shirts, keychains. So if you're looking for something that's want to remember your trip to Branson, maybe not spend too much money, try to find one of these smaller shops here and you can probably find some good deals. Alright, next here on our left is the Burger Shack. You guys know I love burgers, so we may have to come check this place out at some point. They have there on the sign. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it says try a Fanta shake. That sounds kind of delicious, not gonna lie. I don't know, would you be willing to try a Fanta shake?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm not sure.
That'd be pretty good. And speaking of burgers and shakes and things like that, they also have a Shoney's right next door that is close to a Holiday Inn Express. So down at the end of the video, I'm going to be posting pictures of different places where you can get a room here in town along the strip. So if you guys are interested, you can always look them up and try to find some rates. So just a little extra info for you guys. Alright, next along the way we have Taco Bell, as well as there's an espresso bar. And no, I'm not saying that incorrectly, that's the name of the place, so, you know, come at me. And behind Espresso, you're gonna find Wild World. Wild World is a live animal encounter place where you can, they have dingoes, they have sharks, they have a lot of different animals that you can interact with and feed and get a little more close than you do in most places. And right next to them is a bit of a strip of stores here. There's a Walmart, there's the Branson Mall, which is, there's a few little shops in there, as well as Price Chopper, which is a nice little grocery store. Alright, so the next places you're going to see here on the strip is Moe's Southwest Grill, Vapor World, and Subway. So a couple restaurants, and if you vape, then this is somewhere where you can get all your supplies for that. And next door is McDonald's. Alright, you guys, next is the newest attraction here on the strip. This is Branson Top Ops. I talked about it a little bit in my favorites in Branson video, but there's laser tag, like it says there, 12,000 square foot interactive maze. There's all kind of games and all kind of fun stuff in there. So one day we will definitely come and check this out. It looks like so much fun. Alright, next here on your left is the Branson Tourist Information, one of our many tourist information booths. And also they have, I'm gonna probably kill this name, but Aranda's Tacos, which is an authentic Mexican food place, which you guys know we love Mexican food too, so I mean, that's gonna be delicious, I'm sure. And another souvenir shop called Crazy Shirts, which you may have to come back and check out at another time. So if there's any shops or attractions that maybe you guys see on this video and you'd like for us to, at least one of us to try, let me know in the comments down below and we may do it in another video. So we'll see. Right here next to the Branson Tourist Information is the High Cotton Mercantile Boutique, and it looks like it's kind of a ranch house style decorations and clothing and different things like that, different jewelry and things of that nature. So if you like kind of the down home style, come check this out. I love the building. It looks like an old country home, which you would say it looks awesome. Next on our trip down the strip is Andy Williams Moon River Theater, and this is where we have kind of the bigger acts here in town. There's Rick Thomas, who's an illusionist here in town. There's Texas Tenors, and the big thing is the Christmas extravaganza every year. So there are some big acts, and also throughout the year they have different celebrity concerts that come through. So if you check out their website, you can go check out who's all coming in and also what shows are here. You can get more information that way. So let's keep going. Alright, right next to the Andy Williams Theater we have Shorty Smalls. This is a pretty popular place here in Branson. It's not really well known, but there are, from what I've heard, it has some really good food, great atmosphere, and according to their sign, the best ribs in town. So, but after eating it, getting basted, I'm kind of interested to see if they are the best. One thing I would love to do here in town is to do kind of a barbecue taste test at all the different places and see where the best place in Branson is. So maybe somewhere along the line we can do samples of each place and give a full review. So let's keep going down the line. Alright, right past the theater And there's a Thousand Hills Golf Resort back there, but there's a lot of yard work going on. We have a Dairy Queen and also a Comfort Inn back down this road. Alright guys, so here's a little sneak peek of something coming here in Branson. We have the Branson Boardwalk and the aquarium at the Boardwalk, which is coming very soon. And it looks like there's quite a bit of construction. But from the pictures I've seen and from what I've heard, there's a little bit of a concept art over here of what it's going to look like. And it looks like it's going to be amazing. Can't wait to see how it is once it's all built and ready to go. Once it's open, we will definitely have to come back. Alright guys, next here on the strip, right past the construction there, is the Grand Village shops. There's a lot of different stores in here. There's a year-round Christmas store. They have Mills Hard Luck Diner, which is one of our favorite places to eat here. This is where they have these singing servers. Each server takes a rotation of singing a song that they do, and they actually sell CDs that the servers have in the gift shop. So that's kind of a cool thing. And there's a lot of, I would say, what, like flea markets type stores and stuff?
I would say they're better than flea market stores.
Yeah.
There's like an ice cream shop.
There's the old toy store. It's a lot of small business type stores, but they have a lot of good merchandise in there. And one of our favorites is kind of a kitchen store, but they have they also have like mixes and samples of that stuff. I forget the name of the shop off the top of my head.
I don't remember, but you could almost eat lunch there with how many samples they have.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. So just kind of a bit of a nice little shopping center here in the middle of the strip. All right, next on our stop here, we have, after the Clarion Hotel, we have Buckingham's Prime Rib and Steakhouse. This is a place that we've seen since we moved here, and it looks amazing and sounds good. I mean, it's prime rib. So one day we may have to come by, maybe for a special occasion. We may have to see and see if they're as good as everyone says they are. All right, next here on the strip is Landry's Seafood House. I can talk today. And they say they have fresh Gulf seafood. So I would love to come here because I am from the Gulf area, since I'm from East Texas, so I grew up around Louisiana in that area, so I would love to see how they do their food here. What do you think?
Oh yeah, there's not many seafood places in town, so I would like to try this place. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to find a lot of seafood places since we're kind of right in the middle of the country. But I love to see how good their food is and if it's as authentic as they say it is. So who knows? Let's keep on moving. Alright guys, next here on the strip is Presley's Country Jubilee. This is the big one here on the strip. They are Branson's original show on the strip. Most people who come to Branson come for the Presleys. Now, again, we're not big country music fans per se. I know we live in a kind of a country music city, but I've heard it's a pretty good show, and who knows? I mean, they're pretty well known. It may be a fun show to see, but maybe someday. So let's keep going. Oh, that breeze feels so good. It's hot today. Right here, next on the strip is Music Road Mall. This is where they have Scrapbooks Forever, an old-time photo place, Technicolor Tattoo, and also Cedar Creek Dulcimers. So it's got a little bit of everything in this little area. I've heard Technicolor does amazing tattoos, so if you guys are into tattoos or wanting to get a tattoo and you're here in Branson, this may be a great place to go. And as well as find some instruments, get some cool photos done. If you like to scrapbook, just whatever you like to do. This is a good place to camp. Alright, next is one of my personal favorites. Both of our personal favorites here in Branson is the Hollywood Wax Museum. Now this place, like I said in my Branson Favorites video, has 4 different attractions in it. There's the Wax Museum, there's the Maze of Mirrors, there's Castle Chaos, and then down at the far side is the mini golf course. Now, these are amazing wax figures that they have here. They have current celebrities, they have past celebrities, they have, if you're a horror nerd like me, there's a Hall of Horror, and just tons of stuff for you to do here. And for a reasonable price. I forget how much the All Access Pass was, but you can...
I think it's like around... It's either 32 or like 42.
Yeah.
But you get 4 things, so...
Yeah. You get all 4 attractions for that price, so that actually helps you out quite a bit if you want to do everything in a day. And you could probably spend a full day here at the Wax Museum. So if you want to do something that'll get you out of the heat for a while, maybe see some interesting figures and get a little up-close personal look at celebrities, come check it out. So I give this one my own personal seal of approval. So let's keep going. Alright, so here is a better look at the mini golf course here at the Wax Museum. This is called the Shoot for the Stars Mini Golf. And it's basically a mini replica of different landmarks here. They're in LA and Hollywood. And you kind of do your own celebrity journey through this 18 or 9 holes?
It's 18.
18 holes? 18 holes of mini golf. You go to the Oscars, you get a music deal, you get your hands on the Walk of Fame, all kind of fun stuff. So it's a fun little mini golf course to spend the day and have a fun family time together. So we're gonna keep on moving and see what else the strip has to offer. Alright you guys, next here on the strip is the Belgian Waffle and Pancake House. Now waffles are one of my favorite breakfast items, so I really want to come here at some point and see how their waffles are. I've heard they are really good, especially with Belgian waffles, so we will have to check them out. Alright you guys, next here on the strip is Ozark Land Souvenirs and Candy Kitchen, as well as the T-shirt factory. Next to them is the Silver Spur Western Wear and Clay Cooper Theater. I personally have been to this Ozark Land store quite a few times. When I first started working at Branson, I came to the store before work because I had a lot of extra time, and it's a really fun little store. They've got all kind of stuff in there, toys, gifts, souvenirs, candy, just all kind of different things. Silver Spur Western Wear kind of explains itself, kind of like cowboy gear and things like that. And also Clay Cooper Theater, they have #1 hits of the 60s, Hot Rods and High Heels, which is a 50s show. The Coopers are here, as well as Clay Cooper's Country Jamboree. So there's a lot of different, another theater that has quite a few shows, and they all seem like a lot of fun. So if you like different styles of music, you can find your own style at any of these theaters. So here at Clay Cooper's, I had to point this out. They proudly wave the Texan flag, my home sweet home, and I just wanted to show that a little bit. Glad to know that I have some fellow Texans here in Branson. Alright, I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but here, right next to Clay Cooper's, is Branson Bounce House. This is actually a new area that I have never seen before, so learning new things myself, but the little kid in me is very excited for this. I don't know if they would let us go by ourselves as adults, but we have to think about it. What do you think? Yes, that's a heck yes.
Yes, if they let us, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think we may have to talk to them and be like, I'm kind of a big deal on YouTube, you know, I talk about Branson, we should get a little insight. If y'all are watching this, I'm not that egotistical, I promise. And right next to the Branson Bounce House is a Walgreens. Alright you guys, across from the Branson Bounce House and Walgreens, there's a little street here, but across that little street they have, down back there, I don't know if you can see that, but they have the Uptown Cafe, and then they have 80s World back there, which is such a fun store. They have all kinds of 80s memorabilia and things like that. And they have the Tribute Theater, which is where they have an Eagles tribute band, a Creedence Clearwater, the Platters, a lot of different bands there. And I actually know a guy who's in the Eagles tribute band, so if you guys get a chance, come see the Eagles, tell Aaron Drake says hi. Next here on the strip, we have Domino's Pizza and a Ruby Tuesday. And if you've never been to a Ruby Tuesday, you should go check them out. They have really good burgers and a great salad bar. Alright, next here on the strip we have Ripley's Believe It or Not. This is another attraction that we're wanting to go to very soon. And just check out what all is in here. There's, I mean, there's a car made out of coins. There's a gorilla made out of tires. There's all different artwork out here. And just such a cool place to go. So we will definitely have to come check this out in the not too distant future. Alright, next here on the strip we have Professor Hacker's Lost Treasure Golf. This is a highly themed miniature golf course, and they actually have a train that goes around the entire course as well. So it's kind of a multifaceted attraction here. And you guys know we love to play miniature golf. So this is one of the things that we'd like to look into, maybe play and give our little bit of a review on how it is. So maybe in the next few weeks or so, sometime this summer. Alright, moving right along, we have Branson Frontier Adventures. It is Branson's only go-kart slick track, and they are the home of the ejection seat, which is that big yellow thing back there. It's basically a big slingshot ride. So if you guys are thrill seekers or want to do something a little bit different, here's the place to go. Alright, next door to the slick track is Starvin' Marvin's. This is a buffet, this is a full menu restaurant, but I believe they also have a buffet here. And I've heard it's not too bad of a restaurant here in Branson. It's a nice little, they say they're the finest breakfast buffet in town. But maybe one day we'll have to come check it out. There's a lot of places here in Branson to eat. So if there's anywhere that maybe you guys would like us to check out, let us know. Alright you guys, next we have another old time photo place here, as well as next door is the Shirt Shack. They do custom airbrush t-shirts and a lot of souvenir type stuff there. And also, they've got a statue of what looks like, I believe it's Ronald Reagan back there. So, real interesting photo op. Alright, next here on our walk down the strip, pardon the leaf blower in the background. This is the Jim Stafford Theater. Jim Stafford's a comedian, he has a nightly show. As well as Parrotville, who are a Jimmy Buffett tribute band. They also play here as well. So another place with quite a few fun shows. And right next to them is another theater that we'll be at just a second. Alright, right next to the Jim Stafford Theater is the Caravel Theater, home of Liverpool Legends. They're a Beatles tribute here in Branson. From what I've heard, they are one of the best Beatles tribute bands that you'll be able to see. I actually know one of the guys who's in it, and I, maybe want to go see this show at some point. But if you're a Beatles fan, come see Liverpool Legends, and it'll be a great show. Alright, you guys, moving right along here, we have Abby's Tourist Trap, and I'm not just saying that, that's the name of the store. They have ice cream, gifts, and fudge, as it says, another little kind of touristy shop to go to. And also the Dutton Family Theater. The Duttons were on America's Got Talent, I believe it was season 2. It's the same as when Terry Fader, the ventriloquist, was there. I've heard them play. They play it where I work all the time, and they are a great group of people. And yes, they're all one big family. As they say, they are the most productive show here in Branson. And also here at the theater, they have a tribute to Marty Robbins and other classic stars, and the magic and comedy of Taylor Reid, who is also on America's Got Talent as well. So you got a lot of shows here at this theater. And also they have a Dutton Inn where you can stay here in town. Here is one of our favorite places to eat / play. It is CC's Pizza and Family Fun Center. They've got a huge arcade with different tickety games and things like that, a big pizza buffet. So it's such a fun little place to go. And also, they've got some great prizes too. So, fun place for the family. Alright everybody, just down the street from the CC's there. There's a Wendy's here, and also another Branson Welcome Center. There are several here in town. I think they're all branches of the same Welcome Center. But if you want some more information, you can find several places here along the strip. Alright guys, next here on the strip is the Extreme Racing Center. Now we've walked a little bit, but we are about 2 or 3 buildings down from the last place we stopped. So these are the fastest carts in Branson. As they say, they do record your lap times. And also here they have the Sky Surfer, which I believe is a, looks like a zip line type thing. And also a Cold Stone. So if you want some ice cream, come on over here. And right next to them is a big draw here in Branson. It's one of the newer ones here. It is Bigfoot. This is Bigfoot on the strip. They have expeditions in these trucks here that they go out and search for Bigfoot here in the Ozarks. We've seen the trucks drive around all over town. They actually used to drive close to where we live, so I've always wondered if they thought I was some sort of missing link or something. I see you in the comments, I'm just saying. Anyways, so they have a kind of fun play area. They have a slingshot and drop tower. They have, every once in a while they have food trucks over here. It looks like a really fun area to come and hang out for the day. They even have a mini golf course. Looks like they got a little bit of everything. And oh yeah, they also have a big arcade and party room over here. So come check this place out. This is definitely on our to-do list here in Branson. Alright you guys, here past Bigfoot is Dickens Craft Mall, and right next to them is Vintage Marketplace. Now I'm going to talk about them both together because they are kind of conjoined stores. Dickens Craft Mall has more of the gifts and, like I said, craft stuff. They have jams, jellies, a lot of handmade items. Then next door, they have Vintage Marketplace, where it's a little bit of everything. You can kind of find whatever you're looking for. And I actually bought my barrel conga, which I used to play in our band here. So you can find literally anything. So if you get a good eye, you can probably find some nice stuff. All right, next here on the strip is Schlotsky's Austin Eatery. This place looks really good.
It smells good.
It does smell really good. If y'all don't know what Schlotsky's is, it's a sandwich shop, but since it's an Austin Eatery, I'm sure they've got some good barbecue and all kind of fun stuff. So we will definitely have to check out this place sometime in the future. Alright you guys, here at the end of the strip here is Olive Garden. Lovely Italian place I'm sure you've heard of. Now this is what we consider the end of the strip here in Branson because this is kind of the main layout of all the big things here. And down at the far end is the bandstand theater, all the way down at the end of the road. And we made it all the way here. So now we're gonna go across the street and make our way back and do the other side.